Good evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Grant Olson will be with us later on for the weather. I'm Jefferson Robbins. The Labor Day weekend left us with a lot of news to share with you, and the biggest news right now can be found right outside our weather window. Let's take a look. The smoke you're seeing from our Turtle Rock Sky-Fi cam is the product of multiple fires burning in north central Washington and across the region, most of which broke out just on Monday. 58 new wildfires were kindled in 18 Washington counties, burning hundreds of thousands of acres, with high winds that sent smoke and ash as far west as Seattle. We'll have a full look at those fires as we move along tonight. If not for the smoke, we'd be seeing a fairly placid weather picture right now, with temperatures no higher than the 70s and not a lot of wind. That picture is due to change with warmer temperatures later this week. Grant will be along later tonight with the full weather picture. But now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. The Apple Acres fire is the newest of the large fires burning in our area. Smaller, but just as fast growing as its neighbor, the Cold Springs Pearl Hill fire. Air quality hits an unhappy low, with unhealthy smoke and ash filtering through the central Washington valleys. And two dramatic motorcycle accidents in the Methow Valley over Labor Day have claimed 2 lives and left 2 other people badly injured. First, we begin tonight with the Pearl Hill fire, which has burned almost 175,000 acres in Douglas County and destroyed several structures. It was caused when sparks from the Cold Springs fire in Okanogan County jumped the Columbia River early Monday morning and ignited the new wind-driven blaze. Level 3 evacuation notices remained in place this afternoon for the entire town of Mansfield, though winds Monday evening pushed the fire west toward McNeil Canyon Road. Those winds eased up Tuesday morning, slowing the fire's advance. The Bridgeport area is also under Level 3 evacuations, with structures in that area also reportedly lost. The entire perimeter of the fire is currently under Level 3 notice. The incident management team called in to fight the fire hoped to get aircraft involved today after the wind and smoke kept planes and helicopters mostly grounded on Monday. Though the Pearl Hill fire and Cold Springs fire are part of one big fire, they have been categorized separately for firefighting purposes. Cold Springs has burned about 140,000 acres and destroyed several structures in Okanogan County. That fire started about 9:50 p.m. Sunday on the Colville Indian Reservation and quickly spread into Douglas County in the red flag warning level winds. And the Apple Acres fire nearby is the newest large fire afflicting NCW tonight. This one broke out about 11:25 a.m. Monday and grew by evening to about 2,500 acres in dry grass, brush, and timber north of Lake Chelan Airport. Level 3 evacuation notices went out that afternoon to homes in Antoine Creek, Washington Creek, and the Cagle Gulch areas. Like the neighboring fires, the Apple Acres incident was quickly assigned to a state mobilization team. Local fire officials said they were able to achieve roughly 75% containment overnight as the unpredictable winds died down. Anyone forced from their homes by this or other fires in the area should call the Red Cross for shelter assistance at 670-5331. In Grant County, the Beverly Burke fire led to Level 3 evacuations Monday near the town of Beverly, but those had been lowered to Level 1 by Tuesday morning. The fire has burned about 2,000 acres and is being fought by firefighters from area agencies. The Grant County Sheriff's Office said the fire is not currently an active threat, as winds calmed enough overnight to allow firefighters to make significant progress. Well, hundreds of firefighters and multiple state agencies are involved in battling these blazes across the state. This afternoon, Governor Jay Inslee addressed Washington as it struggles through the massive fire outbreak.
More acres burned yesterday than in 12 of the last entire fire seasons in the state of Washington. This is an unprecedented and heartbreaking event. We know that we've been well prepared for fires. We fought them before. We know how to do it. But these conditions were unprecedented. They led to explosive growth of these fires as a result of the hot and windy and very, very low humidity conditions that were so extraordinary yesterday in the state of Washington. The devastation is all over our state, from Vantage to Chelan to Omak to Colville to Graham to Spokane. With so many individuals and communities across the state in need of assistance, I have directed the Emergency Management Division and the Department of Social and Health Services to determine what emergency proclamations I will need to make to expedite any possible cash and food assistance to those in need. They're working on that literally as we speak. This fire has devastated many of our communities. We're at the point where they need help in providing government services. Like in Malden, the entire public infrastructure has been destroyed. So we are focusing our efforts, are standing up those very basic community services of communications and water and police and fire protection. And I had good discussions about the mayor about that.
Now, coming up next, poor air quality from wildfire smoke and blowing dust has had a major impact on this region. And gunfire breaks out over the weekend near a Quincy neighborhood and school building. I'm Jefferson Robertson. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
The two hottest pickups in America are at Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. First, the Ram 1500 with back-to-back Truck of the Year awards from Motor Trend, and now the Car and Driver 10 Best list for 2020. They call it a luxury sedan with pickup capabilities. Ram is on a roll now with third-generation eco-diesel power. Next up, the Jeep Gladiator, also a 2020 10 Best model based on the new award-winning Jeep Wrangler. It has options and capabilities that no other truck can offer. Two more reasons when it comes to buying a truck. There's no reason to leave town.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, you know, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
Mm-hmm. It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging in Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In other news tonight, all these fires in north central Washington and beyond are contributing to very poor air quality throughout the region. The outdoor particle pollution in Wenatchee, Leavenworth, and the Methow Valley has rated in the red zone throughout the day, unhealthy to breathe, throughout the day by the State Department of Ecology. The Columbia Basin also struggled with changing air quality that could affect people with asthma, pulmonary disease, or other conditions. Particulate matter from wildfire smoke can irritate lungs and throats and contribute to shortness of breath, headaches, and chest pains. Health officials advise everyone in these conditions to limit their time outside and avoid strenuous activity. Well, a woman from the town of Rainier is dead and her motorcycling partner injured after their vehicle struck a deer Friday night on Highway 20 between Twisp and Okanagan. Frida A. Sally, a 77-year-old passenger on the motorcycle, was pronounced dead almost 2 hours after the crash as rescuers prepared to airlift her for medical aid at Twisp Municipal Airport. The driver, 69-year-old Larry W. Pesacreta, also of Rainier, was injured and airlifted to Central Washington Hospital. Troopers said Pesacreta's 2014 Harley-Davidson struck the animal while eastbound near milepost 206 about 7:43 p.m. The motorcycle was destroyed in the accident. In a separate accident, a 27-year-old Auburn woman was killed and a Seattle man seriously injured when the motorcycle they were riding collided with a vehicle on Highway 20 Sunday night west of Winthrop. The accident happened at 7:15 p.m. when a 2007 Yamaha being driven east by 35-year-old Devin Harris attempted to pass a 2002 Acura driven by 25-year-old Brandon Kindred of Twisp. The Washington State Patrol said the motorcycle attempted to pass just as Kindred was turning left into a turnout. The motorcycle struck the rear of the Acura, killing the passenger, Megan Harris. Devin Harris was injured and airlifted to Central Washington Hospital. State Patrol said the motorcycle following too closely was the cause of the accident. Gunshots on Saturday night in Quincy hit a number of vehicles, a house, and a boat, but there were no injuries. The Quincy Police Department said numerous people reported the gunfire about 9:47 p.m. in the area of 3rd Avenue Southeast and J Street Southeast near Pioneer Elementary School. By the time police arrived, the suspects had fled the area. Police located several gun casings in the intersection. No arrests have yet been made in that gunfire. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, a video catalog from eyewitness accounts of this weekend's wildfires. That plus weather and sports still to come. Please stay with us.
Hi, Stephen DeVilbiss here, Branch Manager of Beneficial and Home Care. We are an equal opportunity employer and we do not discriminate in employment or services. It is our mission to maximize our clients' physical health and sense of mental well-being while remaining in the comfort of their home. We are currently seeking professional caregivers who share our mission to help our clients live safely and comfortably at home. Call Beneficial and Home Care. Schedule your interview today, 509-663-7900.
Nissan is the value leader in new cars and SUVs. Check out these new models starting at under $20,000. The all-new Versa from $17,020. The all-new Sentra from $17,400. And the all-new Kicks from $17,995. Now you can have the Nissan style, performance, and reliability, all for under $20,000.
And they're all here at Town Nissan, up behind Costco in East Wenatchee.
I have fiber at home because it allows me to do a great job in my profession. It allows me to learn things that I need to learn at home. It allows my kids to hopefully one day be able to be educated because of what they learned online and what they learned from their teachers. And it allows us to have fun too as a family. And we're able to do a lot of things because of fiber internet. I'm Rudy, and my family learns with fiber.
From the ocean to the mountains to the forest in between, vacation time can be a fun time. But not if your car breaks down. Call Global Car Care today. Have a service approved over $150 on your vehicle, and Global Car Care will donate an oil change service to one of our local heroes at Confluence Health. Look for more incentives online. Global Car Care cares about their community.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. For our feature story this evening, we have video showing the Cold Springs fire at its origins in Okanogan County and its quick spread into Douglas County, where it ignited the Pearl Hill fire and threatened the towns of Bridgeport and Mansfield. Take a look.
To take it, of course, down toward Bridgeport, that direction. Brewster, and all the roads are closed. So,
Impressive. Thank you to our videographers for contributing that footage and to Uriah Darby, our producer, for putting it together. Now it's over to Grant Olson for a look beyond the smoke at today's weather. Grant?
Thank you very much, Jefferson. And as he just mentioned, time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. And yeah, let's take a look outside. This was our story all day yesterday, all day today as well, as smoke inundated the Wenatchee Valley and actually all of Washington State because of all the fires that you just heard about in news, and it created kind of a messy situation. We were pretty much unhealthy air throughout the day today around the Wenatchee Valley. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend, though. Yesterday will be a day that none of us will probably forget, but it was hot on Saturday and Sunday, 95 Saturday, and we set a record high on Sunday of 97 degrees. Let's take a look at our almanac for today. Unofficially, high temperature 74. That's way below where we should be for this time of year at 80. Look at that, 46 it dropped down to at about 7:30 this morning, and that's below 55, which is our normal low. Record high 93 in 1993, record low 44 in 1962. Still stuck at 2.66 inches of moisture for the entire year. Sunrise 6:30, and the sun will set for us early evening tonight. Now it's 7:26. Let's take a look at what we can expect for our Wednesday forecast, and things will begin to change on Wednesday. We're going to see another warming trend move in. 86 in Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. Just a tad cooler in Wenatchee at 85 tomorrow. Eniat also at 85. 82 for Leavenworth. The warm spot up in Okanagan County and Omak at 87 degrees. Let's take a look at the surface loop now. And tonight, or I should say today into tonight, widespread haze will continue. The good news tonight, winds will change directions, and that should scour out most of the smoke as we get into tonight and especially into Wednesday. A little bit of haze still today, though, cooler than normal. We'll see highs only in the mid-70s. For Wednesday, that's where that warm-up will begin. Sunny skies and warmer. A ridge of high pressure beginning to build up and over the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures on Wednesday mainly in the middle 80s, but we are just going up from there as we get into Thursday. Sunny and unseasonably warm. Let's call it hot for Thursday with high temperatures around 90 because that'll be about 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. Friday, I think, will be our hottest day of the 7-day forecast. Sunny and hot. Here's our kind of inverted ridge over the Pacific Northwest, and we are going to see temperatures all over central and eastern Washington well into the mid-90s on Friday, so it is going to be a hot one. Lower to mid-90s. For Saturday, pretty much the same thing as we kick off our next weekend here in September. Sunny and hot. Temperatures once again on the east side of Washington State into the 90s, about 70 to 80 for western Washington. And then sunny Sunday, sunny. It will still be unseasonably hot, but here's an area of low pressure that's beginning to move inland, and that will push some clouds into the western part of Washington late on Sunday, and especially as we get into Monday. Look at the rain showers. Washington, boy, we could use them. Even western Washington, just unbelievably dry. So partly cloudy then for us in the afternoon on Monday. It will be slightly cooler too. Our temperatures are going to drop back down from the 90s back into the middle and upper 80s as we get into Monday, and we could see some of that rain as we move past then, and boy, we are really keeping our fingers crossed. Let's take a look now at your Patriot Plumbing, Heating and Cooling 7-day forecast. 50 degrees. It's going to be a cool one once again tonight. Open those windows up. That'll feel great, won't it? 85 for a high temperature tomorrow. 90 as we get into Thursday. 93 could be a record high on Friday once again. We're going to stay hot right through the weekend too. Sunny and hot both Saturday and Sunday, and by Monday I think it'll be mostly partly cloudy, and I am very skeptical that we'll see 90, but for now we'll keep our high at 90 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. When the NCWLIFE Evening News continues, we'll have a look at sports right after this.
If fishing is your dream, make your dream a reality with a Smokercraft boat from Bombfile Boats and Motors. It's not just about catching fish, it's about making memories. See a Smokercraft boat today at Bombfile Boats and Motors. They also have a great line of pontoon boats big enough for fishing for the whole family. Find Bombfile Boats and Motors online at bobfile.com or on Sunset Highway in East Wenatchee.
Bombfile Boats and Motors, we're dealing. Bobfile's gonna make you smile. Is search engine optimization right for my business? Maybe. Studies show the first and second search results get 50% of all the clicks. But you have to fight national chains to get there. If the user has to scroll down to find you, tough luck. You could hide a dead body on page 2 and the whole zombie apocalypse on page 3. Or you could spend less and get an ad in the Impact Big Print phone book, giving local businesses a chance to shine.
Impact Directories. Bigger print, better book.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And hello once again. I'm Grant Olson in for Eric Granstrom with a look at sports. Dylan Moore hit a solo home run and added a 3-run double. Kyle Seager hit a 2-run home run. And the surging Seattle Mariners beat the Texas Rangers 8-4 yesterday. That was the 6th win in a row for the Mariners. That's the first time, and the Mariners have won 6 in a row since July of 2019. The Mariners now sit in 3rd place in the American League West with a 19-22 record. That's still 6.5 games behind league leader Oakland. Seattle will head to San Francisco. They're in San Francisco for a 2-game series now with the San Francisco Giants. The Seattle Seahawks held a bonus Monday practice to kick off preparation for their season opener in Atlanta after wrapping up their work at the VMAC. While most of the offensive line seemed to cement itself fairly early in camp, the Seahawks kept the competition open at center for a while longer, and Pete Carroll confirmed yesterday that Ethan Pochik emerged as the winner of that battle ahead of free agent addition B.J. Finney. Pochik, a 2017 second-round pick, played center at LSU, but his starting experience in the NFL came at guard. But a strong training camp was enough to earn him that starting job. Also from Seahawk camp, there's no decision yet at right cornerback, but Trey Flowers has more than held his own, according to Carroll, in the competition with Quentin Dunbar. One of the deepest positions on Seattle's roster is at linebacker, which unfortunately led to the Seahawks cutting fan favorite Shaquem Griffin on Saturday. The good news, however, is that Griffin went unclaimed on waivers and was re-signed to the Seahawks practice squad. Meanwhile, the Seahawks also named their captains for the 2020-21 season yesterday. They are Russell Wilson on offense, Bobby Wagner on defense, and on special teams, this year's captain is Nico Thorpe. In local news and other NFL news, former Wenatchee High School and University of Washington football star Trey Adams, who was cut by the Buffalo Bills last week, was re-signed by the Bills over the weekend, and he now joins 16 other players that were added to that practice squad. And go Bills. Finally, longtime Cougar football broadcaster Bob Robertson passed away yesterday at the age of 91. Robertson called WSU games for 52 years and ended all of his broadcasts with, "Always be a good sport and be a good sport always." I'm Grant Olson in for Eric Granstrom with a look at sports. Jefferson?
Thank you, Grant. I like how he does that with the blazer on means weather and the blazer off means sports. It's a good look. I should try that. Finally, from us tonight, the Wenatchee School District has agreed to pay about $27,000 to a special education student whose hand was badly injured by a paper shredder. Lawyers for the high school student say in 2018, she was assigned to office tasks, including paper shredding, as part of her individual education program. Her left hand became stuck in the shredder and she suffered lacerations and broken bones. The girl's family says she was not properly supervised when the injury occurred. In a settlement motion, the district says it will pay $27,500 to settle the family's claims. More than $18,000 of that amount will be placed into a trust for the benefit of the student herself. Let's take one more quick look at the upcoming weather outlook for the rest of this week. Pretty cool day today, perhaps helped along by all that smoke in the air, but warming trend, as Grant mentioned earlier, moving up into the 90s for the rest of this week. You may see some clearing of the smoke, but we can hope for that. In the meantime, I hope you do stay safe in the great outdoors and try to enjoy whatever good weather and smokeless days you can. That's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or at our website, NCWLIFE.com. Remember, too, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email, news@ncwlife.com, or give us a call, 888-6295. That's 888-NCWL. I'm Jefferson Robbins. Grant Olson will be back in the anchor chair tomorrow night right here. Please have a great evening. Stay safe.
This is Caitlin Hedershe, the producer of the NCWLIFE magazine. Each week, I'm bringing you a look behind the scenes of the faces, places, and events that make North Central Washington the place we call home. Tune in every weekday for an in-depth look at a new topic each week. From local artists in their studios to businesses breaking barriers that might surprise you and everything in between. Join me on the NCWLIFE magazine right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor.
I'm Mike. And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the Doghouse?
The two hottest pickups in America are at Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. First, the Ram 1500 with back-to-back Truck of the Year awards from Motor Trend, and now the Car and Driver 10 Best list for 2020. They call it a luxury sedan with pickup capabilities. Ram is on a roll now with third-generation eco-diesel power. Next up, the Jeep Gladiator, also a 2020 10 Best model based on the new award-winning Jeep Wrangler. It has options and capabilities that no other truck can offer. Two more reasons when it comes to buying a truck. There's no reason to leave town.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Do you have a fun or interesting video you'd like to see featured here on the NCWLIFE channel? It's easy. All you have to do is send us an email at newsphotos@ncwlife.com.